Hello everybody, how are you doing today? I hope everyone is staying safe in this pandemic and that they are doing well. So this is my first video, so I just want to let you know that before we continue. So if things are not that great, you can understand what I'm talking about. Okay, so let me just tell you a little bit about myself. So I'm an ESL teacher. I've been teaching ESL for over 20 years. I teach ESL to a variety of students from Asia, from Europe, from Africa, from all different countries all over the world. So I'm here because I feel that there is a need. There's a need to be learning. And right now, with all the schools closed, and jobs closed, and businesses and entertainment places closed, you need something to do. I know I do. I haven't been able to go back to school because they won't allow students to come in. So I've been watching a lot of YouTube. So that's why I came up with this idea. I was like, hey, I have something to give, and other people might want to benefit from what I have to give. Now, this is completely free. You don't have to pay for it. So you don't have to worry about getting a check to pay for this. This is completely free. This is my way of helping out the community, but also helping myself at the same process, because it helps me to practice what I do on a regular basis so I don't get rusty. Okay, so let me start off by saying, if you like this video, please click the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment, so I know what you liked or what you didn't like, so I can do some improvements. And at the end, I'm going to have a friend of mine talk to you about something a little different. It's called NLP, which you're going to learn about later on. Okay, so with that, in English, the biggest problem is not with verbs or adjectives or stuff like that. No. Most people, their biggest problem is pronunciation. So suppose you want to talk to your friend, but you can't. Or you want to talk to a girl that you like, but you can't. Or you want to try to get a better job, but you don't know how to talk to the boss, but you can't. This is where communication comes in. Now, in order to communicate with someone, they have to understand you. If your pronunciation is bad, they will not understand what you are saying. If they don't understand what you're saying, then there is no communication there. Okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you how to pronounce things in American English. Notice, I said American English. It's not the same as English from Britain or Australia or other countries. No, it's different. American English is made up of 3 languages: British English, German, and Dutch. It's a combination of 3 languages. So there's a lot of differences between pronunciation in English as in other languages. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is teach you how to pronounce things better in English. Now, the first step you need to learn is what we call the middle rule. So I'm going to get to that in a minute. So what I mean by the middle rule is in the middle. English is pronounced, the most important thing is the middle, not at the end. Most languages, they pronounce the word strongly at the end. So that's easy to remember. English is not like that. English is the only language that I know that pronounces words in the middle. For example, okay, I'll give you a good example. In England, they say water. They pronounce it at the end. However, we say water. We don't pronounce it at the end. We pronounce it in the middle. This is what we refer to as the middle rule. Okay, so I'm going to go over the middle rule. Now, before we do, I want to let you know that this is my own personal lesson. You will not find this lesson anywhere on YouTube. This is something that I came up with over 20 years of experience teaching ESL. And this works for anybody. I have not seen anyone where it doesn't work for, as long as you're studying English. If you're studying a different language, this is not going to work. You're in the wrong place. But if you're studying English, American English, this is the place you need to be. Okay, so let's get started with the middle rule. Okay, so I've already took the liberty of putting some stuff on the board so that you can see what's going on. Notice it's called the middle rule. So you'll know what I'm talking about when I say the middle rule. So this is how I'm going to start. Notice you have the word sit. Okay. S-I-T. Now, if you add the E, it becomes sight. So the pronunciation changes. However, if you add the O-P-P-O, it becomes opposite. So the change, it goes from sit to sight to sit. Why did it do that? You don't know, do you? Okay. What about here? Band. B-A-N-D. Now, if you add this, the H-U-S, it becomes husband, not husband. Again, it changed. One more. Break. Fast. Okay? Now, when you combine them together, you don't get break fast or break first. No, you get breakfast because here. So, this is what I want you to understand. The middle is what's the most important. So, sit, this is the middle. Sight, the IT becomes the middle. Whenever you add an E on the end of a word, the previous vowel becomes strong. You never pronounce the E. Okay, remember that in English. Now, when we change it to opposite, opposite. Notice it's not opposite, it's opposite, because the S is the middle. When you go to husband, I explained that band is the middle. But husband, the B becomes the middle. Same thing. Break, this is the middle. Fast, that's the middle. But when you have breakfast, the K is the middle. So that's why you have to pronounce it like that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a word that I want you to try doing it yourself. See this word here? What I want you to do is, using the middle rule that I just taught you, I want you to figure out how to pronounce this word correctly. Okay? What you can do is take a look at the word. What I want you to do is pause the video, for a few seconds or as long as you need, and then come back, and I'm going to reveal to you how to do it, how to pronounce it correctly. Okay, welcome back. I hope you took your time and you tried to figure out how to pronounce this correctly. So, if you said apartment, which is with a U, it's wrong. If you said apartment, which is EA, that's wrong as well. The correct pronunciation is apartment. Why? Because the T, apartment, the T is the middle. This is not the middle. Now, we never pronounce an E like a U. If you're doing month, then it's like saying if you put A-N and you're pronouncing this an apartment, which means no apartment. It doesn't make any sense. It means you don't have any place to live. Okay? So be careful. M-E-N-T at the end of a word is always pronounced mint because it's not the middle. Okay? If it was in the beginning, it might be different. So remember, the beginning of the word is strong. The middle of the word is So-so. The N is very weak, so we don't pronounce it. Now, let me go over a few more pronunciation rules. So the first one is the K rule. The KN rule, as I say it. Okay? Everyone should know this is the word knife. We never pronounce the K. Now, I know a lot of you watch videos on YouTube, especially one of my favorites, What the Hells. And they always talk about a knife. Okay? It's a joke. It's not real. We don't pronounce it knife. Okay? They just like to say that because it's funny. When you say knife is on my knee, and I can know what you're saying, you know, that's just a joke. Okay? Then we have the GN rule. Okay? GN is pronounced gnome. We do not pronounce the G at the beginning of the word. Gnome as in Nome, Alaska. Okay? The last rule is the PH rule. Now, PH is pronounced like F. Everyone knows a phone. Now, why is this important? Some languages don't have the letter F. So what they do is they say pone. Pone is a type of fruit. So if you want a telephone, but you're asking for a pone, you're going to get a piece of fruit instead of a telephone. Now, unless that piece of fruit is an apple, then you're okay because you have an Apple iPhone. But otherwise, you're going to be getting the wrong item. Okay. So what I want, or what I would like, is for everyone to practice what I have showed you here and come back later for my other videos and watch and see, you know, what I'm going to put out. But main thing is you need to practice this. You need to just take any word. It doesn't matter what it is. It has to be an English word. Don't use non-English words like this one, GNU. It's not pronounced new. It's GNU because it's an African word. Okay? In English, we only pronounce English words like this. If they're from another country, we have to pronounce it like the other country says it. Like jalapeno is pronounced with a J. We don't say jalapeno. We pronounce it jalapeno like they do in Spanish. Or when you say tsunami, as in Japanese, it starts with TS. We don't say tisu. We just say tsunami. So any word that's from another country, we have to pronounce it the way that they pronounce it. We don't use, the English rule doesn't work for them. It only works for English words. So American English words. Okay. With that, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to have my friend Dave talk to you a little bit about the NLP and give you a little details about it.
Hello there. My name is Dave. I'm an NLP Master Practitioner. NLP standing for Neurolinguistic Programming. Neurolinguistic Programming will teach you a variety of communication skills. For instance, body language. 90% of language is non-verbal. In other words, people can know what you're thinking without even me saying a word. Okay, now, and there are other techniques that you will learn that are verbal once you become proficient in the nonverbal. Everybody in the world would like to be able to attain their hopes, their dreams, their desires, the things that they want.
Tell them about body language next time.
You will learn how to get the woman of your dreams. You can learn how to get that job promotion you so desperately want. You will learn how to communicate better with your friends. Basically, what neurolinguistic programming will do for you is bring you or help bring you the things that you desire in your life. Who wouldn't like that, guys? What I would like you to do is I would like you to smash the like button and subscribe. Also comment. Because if you guys are interested in learning this subject, I would be more than happy to teach you. This course costs absolutely not 1 penny. Okay? We are going to discuss the basics of body language on the next video. After that, we're going to go into more advanced. Then you will learn the techniques that you need to get your heart's desire. Trust me, these techniques work. I have studied neurolinguistic programming for the past 20-something years. I have tried these techniques on myself, and I would say about 85% of the time, they work absolutely perfectly. You want to learn how to build instant rapport with people by not even saying a word. We will go into that on our next video. Like I said, please smash the like button, please subscribe, and give me some comments on the things that are important to you to learn. Thank you. Have a blessed night, and I'm looking forward to seeing you all again.